Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com.
I'm Bob. Happy Friday.
Welcome back to our Top 5 Fridays ski industry news videos. Pretty slow week for ski industry news. I feel like we say that every week during the summer.
Yeah, there's stuff going on, but you're right. It's the middle of
the
July
summer. Yeah,
for us.
right.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Yeah.
It's the middle of July for everyone, right?
Yeah, but there's a whole other hemisphere that's skiing.
But it's still July.
I know, but
Anyways, I'm glad we cleared that up. It is the middle of July for everyone.
yep,
Those just mean different things.
it's not January.
It's not, no, it's
New
not,
Zealand?
It's not January anywhere. Glad that we've gone down this rabbit hole
Yeah.
and had this conversation. But yeah, pretty minor week for ski industry news. I don't think there's anything else that we need to touch base on. Hopefully you guys saw the Line Blade Optic collection video that went up yesterday. That was a fun one.
Yep.
Those skis are fun to talk about. Sometimes when we do videos like that, if it's not like a profound new thing, it can be less fun.
Right.
Not that it's not fun, but that one was cool because I
Right.
felt like there was a lot of unique things to mention.
Yeah, there was a lot of material to cover, and I think that makes it more interesting.
Yeah, I had fun. Hopefully you guys had fun too. I think I said that in the video itself. And yeah, with that, I think we can get right into the news. Oh, I guess we're about a month away from releasing our 2023 ski test, pending any unforeseen major issues.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we're going to run into any this year. So yeah, start the countdown on your calendars if you want to. Yeah, we're about a month away exactly, which is pretty exciting. We've been working hard putting that
Yeah.
together.
It's a big project.
A lot of great feedback this year.
Yep.
We had a great testers
Yep.
this year. Great testing days. A lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely.
So keep an eye out for that. And with that, we'll just get right into the news. First topic is some FIS stuff. Couple articles from skiracing.com. Love those guys over at skiracing.com. This week, the FIS committee or FIS council, they have approved the continuation of what has been a recent, basically, prize money agreement. So this kind of was originally decided during peak COVID or like the first COVID season. But the FIS now covers about 20% of an event's prize money. So basically the example that skiracing.com put forward was in a $100,000 prize purse. The FIS subsidizes the venue with $10,000, so $90,000 of that would come from the venue, and then adds another $10,000 on top of that to make the total prize purse $110,000 in that situation. And they voted to continue doing that.
Sounds good. I feel like they should be getting paid more. I would love to see like golf-size purses.
Totally. Yeah.
That would make it like not like it's exciting enough already, but like
Well, I thought the same exact thing, and I don't know if this example that they put forward is an accurate representation of every venue.
yeah.
But yeah, like golf tournaments are like $15 million prize purses now.
Yeah.
So
It would like imagine being at the top of a downhill and having like $2.5 million on
the line, right?
in like hundreds of seconds. I mean, you see it in golf.
Yeah.
It's like you miss a putt and that's a couple
There goes
$100,000.
$400,000.
Yeah.
Right out the window. Yeah, it would make spectating, I think, a little bit more exciting.
Yeah, if they're looking to boost the popularity,
Right.
throw some more money at it.
Right. Can you imagine, like, somebody who doesn't make it to World Cup finals very often and then, like, has the run of their life
Right.
and could potentially win $2 million?
Yeah.
That would make for some great stories.
Yeah, no, I'm all for it.
So maybe you and I can start petitioning towards that. I don't know how far we're going to get.
I doubt much further than this conversation.
Oh, well, I do think that would be cool. And I think it's great that they're continuing to subsidize that prize money as they do, although I feel like they could do more.
I guess. So like Beaver Creek's on the hook for $90,000.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how much they would make
Based
at a
on
World
that
Cup
example.
venue, but yeah. I don't know.
It's interesting.
I don't know much about the money of it.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, you got to imagine that the venue has some pretty significant revenue from
Right.
hosting those events, but costs too.
Yeah.
Like the labor costs and
Right.
stuff like that. It's got to be through the roof.
Like
so.
what Killington has to go through to get their slalom and giant slalom World
Yeah.
Cup. Like,
That would be really interesting to see like a financial breakdown
Yeah.
of like Killington hosting the World Cup.
right.
And like, do they make money? One would assume yes.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, sure.
It's also
you
a
know.
marketing
Yeah.
opportunity, so you
Mhm.
know that's kind of harder to quantify. But yeah, net overall gain. But I would be interested to like just look at the financials of like
Right.
that week
Yeah. How many millions of dollars did they spend on snow
on
and grooming?
snowmaking. Yeah, right. And do they make? Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
The other kind of FIS topic that we have, and we touched on this before, but there continues to be some trouble brewing beneath the surface, revolving around Johan Elias's uncontested election and his push to centralize media rights. We spoke about this, but now we're getting a little bit more tangible information, so to speak. So Switzerland. That's not a thing. Switzerland, Germany, Austria, and Croatia, along with Infront Sports and Media, are pushing back with lawsuits, withholding payments. It's getting real.
Getting real.
Yeah. So we'll continue to watch this as we have been. Something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Something's going to break.
Seems like he's been doing a good job from what I can tell. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I think people are just pissed about the centralizing
Yeah.
media rights. We had a couple interesting comments from our audience kind of touching on that and
Yeah.
how it's not always a good thing. So, yeah, we'll continue to keep an eye on it, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see what comes out of this. That's it for the first topic. Second topic of the week is inside the skiing pipeline. This is part 7 out of 8, so we're almost done talking about inside the skiing pipeline. There's been some really interesting articles. I don't mean to like say that with laughter at like I'm ready to be done with
Right.
it. We've just spoke about it quite a lot. This part kind of focuses on leaning on the unique opportunities available in our country rather than copy existing programs, which I think is interesting.
Yeah. I mean, we, like, as a country, have a lot of resources,
Right.
you know, compared to something like Austria or
Right.
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Yeah.
You know, we just have a big place. We got a lot of acreage and a lot of different people and a lot of different opportunities. So,
Exactly. Yeah, they really kind of focused on the diversity
yeah.
aspect of it. Kind of one example that they put out is the experience that you get, say you grow up racing in New England or on the East Coast, small icy hills, and then go out west and get to experience drier, softer snow, bigger terrain, and that just results in a very well-rounded skier and one that can adapt to variables more easily
Right.
than, say, somebody who races on more consistent snow conditions and terrain. So I thought that was interesting. They also touched on all the different race leagues in this country. Buddy Werner, high school leagues. We've touched on this before, but the problem is the lack of fluidity and unity.
Right.
You know, there's not a good way to move through that path.
And none of them talk to each other.
No.
There's no cohesion or communication.
No. So it seems like, you know, just a few changes here and
Mhm.
there, and we've got the resources. It's more just the communication and logistics
Right.
side of it, which feels like an easier problem to solve than like not having race leagues.
Right.
Like it's the hard part's already done. So let's just see how we can leverage it.
But it's like you talk about a toxic trait of someone. Like, my toxic trait is I was like, someone should do this, but like that's someone's me. Like someone saying we should do
Sure.
this, and then there's no one that's actually doing
Instead of
those
doing it.
things.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
We can sit here and talk about it all we want.
Right.
That's easy. But
Yeah. That's the hard part is doing it.
still an interesting read.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you haven't checked it out, check out the whole series. Third topic of the week. This one's kind of fun. Mount Denali is open for guided tours for the first time ever. So you can now charge a bunch of money and take people up Denali.
And then have them ski down.
Yeah, it's like 20,000 something feet?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could always take them up, but you had to bring them down on a rope too. And now
Now you can ski.
you can ski.
Yeah. So pretty interesting, creating a pretty cool opportunity for ski mountaineering as a business and ski mountaineering guides. Should also help to continue to accelerate the sport in North America.
Right.
Ski mountaineering is historically more of a European thing. Touring is big in this country right now, very big. But most people just like skin up the resort, which is really far from this.
Yeah, I would say it's a vast difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, extremely different activities. So pretty cool. And a good chance that Denali will become even more of a mecca for ski mountaineering, destination for people that want to get into ski mountaineering.
Sure is far.
Denali?
Yeah.
Yeah. Both like getting there and also the ascent of the
Yeah.
mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, from where we are,
Big,
it's
big commitment.
yeah, it's a good distance.
You're not going to go.
I don't think I'm going to sign up for that.
I bet it's expensive.
I mean, yeah, totally. I mean, you think about these Everest expeditions and stuff like
Right.
that, and they're just astronomically priced.
Right. Does somebody know, do you need oxygen at the top of Denali, 20,000 feet?
My guess is no.
Right.
I think like 25 and up is kind of that
What's Everest?
29.
Right.
No, I think you're okay at 20. I'm sure it's thin.
We should ask Allie.
Yeah, she's been up. She's been up that high.
Right. She was at 19 or something.
Yeah.
One of our coworkers was recently in Nepal hiking at very high elevation.
Yeah, I don't think you get much below 15.
Yeah. Anyways, that's cool.
Yep.
And if you want to, you can now pay to have a guide take you up and ski down Denali, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
Fourth topic of the week. Aspen Daily News editor and columnist Jay Wisniewski has published a piece reflecting on the role of ski bums in society, drawing a lot of comparisons between ski bums and artists. Interesting read, this one, don't you think, Bob?
Yeah, and I kind of refer to it as not like artists, like painting artists, but as like life artists,
Right.
as putting your own spin on life.
He did make an analogy of the mountain is the ski bum's canvas, which is more of a direct comparison
I guess.
to a painting style artists. But yeah, ski bums tend to live on the fringes of society, so to speak. Often lack certain things like financial stability or capitalistic goals. I believe those were the words of our esteemed colleague Matt.
Yep.
But I thought he put it very, very succinctly. Capitalistic goals really sums it up nicely.
Yeah.
But ski bums tend to have a little bit more freedom in their lives. And yeah, I just thought it was a really interesting read.
Yeah, and we've kind of seen the decline of it even in my 25 years
Totally.
here in Stowe, where it was a vastly different, outlook on life 20 years ago.
Right.
And now, like, there aren't mid-20-year-olds that are able to live here, which is really sad.
Yeah, and like I'm not sure it would be like entirely accurate or really fair to refer to ourselves as ski bums. I don't feel like I fit into that
No, but if we
description
didn't,
much anymore.
but if we didn't do what we did before, then we wouldn't be here now.
The ski bumming that we
Yeah.
did, yes. I certainly was a ski bum throughout my 20s.
Right. I was well into my 30s as well. It's my first full-time job.
Yeah, and he did mention the decline of that
Yep.
lifestyle, which is, yeah, bummer.
Yep.
But check it out, very interesting read. And that's it for news topics. Now we just have our edits of the week. First is Penkin State of Mind from Gavin Rudy. Really showcased a slew of different skiers, all extremely talented. I won't list off too many names. I believe it was like 5 or 6 minutes long. A lot of great park footage, really cool editing.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like throwback to, I don't know if old school is the right term, but the early days of park skiing. The editing style is starting to kind of come full circle. They even use different like aspect ratios. Like it's very interesting. Like
Yeah.
the 4:3 aspect ratio, like an old TV.
That's old school.
That's old school, right?
Yeah.
And then we have session 3 highlights from Momentum Camp. Some of the kids I coach are heading out there right now. Looks like a blast.
Yep.
I never got the chance to go to that particular spot, but I suppose I still could.
Yeah. Never too late.
Could have hopped on that trip with all the kids. And then we have a 31-minute long mountain bike video called No Fall Zone, which I didn't make it very far through because it made me really uncomfortable.
The anxiety of mountain bike videos for me just is through
Yeah.
the roof. I can't
Yeah.
deal with it.
For me, it's especially stuff like this. The high
Yeah.
exposure, super steep, like ultra technical riding where like if you go 8 inches that way when you're not supposed to, you're going to die.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's the woods gaps, the big airs in the woods that I can't wrap my head around. Like it doesn't look like there's a jump in a trail,
Sure,
but
when
someone
they're
is
just, like,
going
flying through the
60
air.
miles an hour through the woods.
I feel like I can wrap my mind around that more than
Yeah.
the death-defying, super exposed, really steep, like big mountain biking.
Either way, the control these people have over their bikes is unbelievable.
Yeah. So if you want to be like really anxious and have sweaty palms for half an hour, go check that out. And that's it for Top 5 Fridays this week. Anything exciting going on, Bob?
This weekend, no, hanging out at the reservoir, throwing kids into the water.
Classic mid-July activities.
That's about it.
Not skiing.
Not skiing.
Not Southern Hemisphere mid-July
not that
activities
way.
to go back to the confusion from the start of this.
It's
video.
definitely January there.
Anyways, that's it. Hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.